Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Rebels, you guys. Oh my goodness, last time was so good. They never cease to amaze me on the show. I'm just always like, all right, how could they possibly top it this time? And they always find a way. I'm just really having a blast with the show, and last time was no exception. So I will briefly get into my thoughts on the last episode just before we jump into this next one. But first, I do just want to say, if you are joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys, last time was pretty stinking good. We got the return of Syndulla from the Clone Wars. If you've seen the Clone Wars, there were a few instances where we got to see him, and it was really cool to have him up in the mix as a cameo. Yet also, their cameos they always add to like our current characters. That's what I love about it. And honestly, like, this was more about him being Hera's dad than it was about you know, bringing him in as a cameo, although it was cool to have him. It gave a lot of background to, you know, Hera and her origins, and we even got to hear the accent, which apparently she, like, covers up or hides or whatever. We just got a lot of perspective on, you know, kind of where she got a lot of her leadership and stubbornness from, but also kind of, like, what she had to do in spite of, like, her dad and his actions. And I'm so glad that they could reconcile, and that he could just learn to understand and appreciate his daughter, and that really at the end of the day, they're on the same side, you know, like there's going to be more, problems coming to their people if somebody doesn't take a larger scale approach the way that Hera does. So it was just great. It was so good. And getting to see Kanan as the nervous, like, boyfriend / future son-in-law, whatever, was, was a lot of fun. So yeah, guys, I had a ton of fun with it. I loved it. Again, I watched the show and I don't know, how can we, like, what are we going to pull out of the bag this time? So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and figure out what exactly they are going to pull out of the bag this time? So let's get started. Next episode of Rebels. Let's do this.
Rebel intelligence was right. The Empire was building something over Geonosis.
Yeah, but what? I've never seen an orbital construction field this big.
The Genosians made weapons back in the Clone War. Whatever
Yup.
they were up to.
Geonosis.
Good idea. I know from experience the bugs down there don't take to unexpected guests.
No life.
You cross-wired?
Huh?
There are billions of bugs on Geonosis. Scan again.
Are there?
They're
Not
dead.
anymore.
All of them.
They're all dead.
Any of this.
Uh-oh.
My gut tells me this is a trap.
Oh! Oh! Sneaky little droid!
How perceptive.
Poop. Oh no, you guys. Son of a gun. That droid kind of reminds me of the one. Do you guys remember the one? Let's go, Chopper. Let's go. Last thing you saw before you died. Oh! Oh, Chopper. Chopper's lethal. Oh, but he's back up. It kind of reminds me of, do you remember the bad droid from Clone Wars? Does anyone remember that? Chopper's not done with you. Oh man, do not make Chopper mad ever.
Zeb, where are you? Spectre 6, no need to wait. Got my own ride out of here. Escape pod.
Nice. Okay, great. Come on, Zeb. Oh! No! He got Kallus too. Kallus is in there too. Uh-oh. Oh no, are we gonna do a crash landing? Or are we gonna do a crash landing? Okay. Oh, it's gonna hurt! Oh my god! Holy crap. It looked like they broke through like an icy ocean barrier or something.
Yes, we want him back. Don't be a slave. Find him.
It's not the time. He's like, okay, fine. Not the time, Chopper. Oh, they're gonna have to work together, aren't they? Ow. What happened?
Your friends fled. If anyone finds us, it'll be the Empire, and you will be captured.
Let him try. Really?
That's
Seriously?
not happening either.
Yeah, no. Why don't you focus on healing your leg, sir?
And here I thought Geonosis was a desert planet.
That is Geonosis. We
This is not
are one of its
Geonosis.
moons.
Okay.
How is it? Maybe the Empire will find us before we freeze.
Oh, or maybe that thing will find you first.
Maybe you won't die today, but the Empire will win. Every day we recruit more informers.
They will not.
Every day we persuade rebel sympathizers to reconsider their allegiances.
This is one person you're not gonna. Oh, that's what you get.
Every day, more beings get fed up with the Empire and join us.
Yep.
It's warm.
What did you find?
It's more.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's
Heat,
warm.
warm
And
up
it
the
throws
little.
light.
Probably some kind of meteorite.
Oh.
Here,
Should we be holding
hold
on to it?
yourself up.
Okay. Aww. You're welcome.
My friends will find us.
Right.
Transponder's signal will never get through the ice.
Yeah, you're probably right. But the Sot never know when to give up, remember? We'll just climb this up to the surface. Simple.
Okay. The thing about the rebels is they run on hope. Okay, here we go. I mean, you can't help but be impressed by his determination, even if you are Empire. Oh, it's always gonna slide down.
Hurt yourself.
At the very least, I would think that we could break off a chunk of ice for this man's leg.
How'd you like a few more broken bones?
Oh, I won't mess with them. Uh-oh. Oh no. And there's the owner of the little
Couldn't
cave.
get any better.
Yeah. Oh man! Ah, that was a big old chomp. That was a big old chomp. Oh, and oh sorry. We're sorry, Beastie. We're sorry. Jump back in there. Yeah, get a clear shot. Oh, he didn't want to risk shooting a Zeb too. Well, I guess Zeb's his only help out of here, but still. Look at them working together! I never thought I'd see.
What was that?
Don't know, but it's probably going to come back.
Yeah,
He's probably got friends.
probably gonna bring its friends.
That is, you'll never get out of here without my help.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Afraid to help anybody.
Yeah. I
can
think
tell
it's
you
more the other way
exactly how to
around.
climb it.
But you shouldn't have it. It's not a trophy. Hold still.
Oh, he's gonna make like a little splint for him.
I didn't take it as a trophy. The Lasat guardsman I faced, he fought well, died with honor.
What?
A rifle before.
The Busan Kira.
The what?
The Busan Kira. The
Hey.
Sun warrior way. When he's defeated by a superior foe, he gifts his weapon.
I was.
Wow.
It was nothing personal.
Yeah, what the Empire did on the Sun. I'll never forget it.
How would you
Have
feel?
things we won't forget.
Maybe they did wipe out his. I don't
remember
know.
my
No
first
idea about
unit.
him.
We were on a routine patrol and ran into one of your rebel friends, a Lasat mercenary who worked for Saw Gerrera. I was lucky, knocked out by the first blast. I came to, but found I couldn't move. And then I saw him, the Lasat, calmly walk through smoke and fire to finish my unit off, one by one.
So he has a grudge against...
Never had.
You can't judge all the Sots as the same.
Does that sentiment apply to Imperials?
The Imperials I know.
The thing is, sure
I'll
there's
take that for
probably... Sure there's probably some variation, but the Empire itself is evil. Oh! Be careful.
Terrible idea.
Just keep, don't stay in one spot too long. Oh, great. You did bring us. Don't stay in one spot, babe. Keep going.
Means you're a lot heavier than you look.
Oh, boy. Yeah, if you stay in one spot too long. Ah! Oh, God. Oh! 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 Swing him back around. Swing him back around. Swing him back around. Hold still.
This works.
Ready? And he's gonna throw him up. Ah! Oh! Zeb! Oh no! Oh no! Why am I saying oh no for him? No, he's getting him. Oh my God! Zeb just going in. Zeb is going in. He wouldn't. He's not gonna leave behind. There you go. That's what I thought he was gonna do. Are you gonna help? Are you serious? He just saved. He saved you. Nice. Wow. It's truly a sign that, like, individually, we really could get along. We really could.
We don't know who will pick up its signal.
Guess all we can do is wait. At least we've got this to keep us warm.
Yeah.
Still think your friends will find you?
Unless the Empire gets here first.
Oh, it's a race to see who's gonna get him.
On Lasan. It wasn't supposed to be a massacre. But I realized the Empire wanted to make an example. I know before I took credit for it.
What happened on the sun? It's over for me. Moved on.
Wow. So he's not necessarily coming at this from, like, wanting to be a bad person who hurts people either. It's just sad that he got caught up in...
The ship.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But whose?
Good question. Rebels. Come on, Rebels. Come on, Rebels.
Come on.
I can't believe we've actually got along so well.
Friends did find you.
Like I said they would. You know, we will treat you fairly.
I'll take my chances for the Empire.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna hang out? Okay, cool. Wow. Respect and everything. Holy crap.
You made it! We picked up your beacon. We were so worried.
Aw.
So bad.
He hid. Oh, he hid. Okay. Something tells me the Empire probably doesn't treat him with the kind of, like, familial love either that the rebels treat each other with.
Admiral Constantine.
Agent Kallus.
Oh, just, hey. Not even like, are you okay? What happens? Is your leg all right? Nothing. He's really alone. I mean, I never thought I'd be feeling this way over Kallus, but... He's not good, but he's not all bad. Is he rethinking his life right now? I think he might be rethinking his life right now. Guys. Okay, his name is Kallus. The whole point of this character is to be the bad guy that is about to snatch them up. And somehow they have taken him and added, like, a layer to his character. Because honestly, like... we know from a lot of different things in Star Wars that not everyone joined up with the Empire either voluntarily or if they did voluntarily, like really knowing what they were getting into. You know, picture when the Empire was very, very new, you know, and maybe people weren't as aware, or maybe they didn't have a choice. Like, we know in a lot of cases, they just straight up didn't have a choice. They just came and took you. I don't know if that's what happened to Kallus. It sounds like maybe he was probably like more like a cadet, like what we saw the one where Ezra went undercover. But even then, like we saw, it's not always that simple. And sure, the Empire itself, the premise is evil. It absolutely is. However, not every single person who joins up is joining up for that reason, or maybe even realizes. What we learned here was that what happened with the Lasats was actually a lot different than what Kallus would have expected, and he didn't necessarily sign up to go like kill a bunch of people. Not to say that he has any problem with killing, but you know, at the very least, it seems like there is a little bit more to it than like, he isn't just like, cool, I go where they send me and I kill people. And like, that's not what he's not a mindless soldier. You know what I mean? And like, really, honestly, I think that adds a little bit of, I'd say humanity, but not everyone on the show is human. So whatever you want to call it, you know, to the character, and also the idea that like, there's probably a lot of people in the Empire who this is not what they signed up for. So that's kind of an interesting thought, you know. I wonder how this is going to affect things in the future with Kallus. I would like to think that maybe one day he'll defect, but I don't know if we're going to be that lucky. That would be great, but at the very least, I feel like they both learned. They both learned a lot, because honestly, like, we're always going up against the Empire, and it's like, the Empire is just kind of like this faceless enemy that we're just constantly, I mean, it literally in a lot of cases with the stormtroopers, just like, and we're just kind of like plowing through them, and like, it's not quite that simple. Well, like, yes, we want to put an end to the Empire, there is a lot more to be considered in terms of like the individuals who are on board with the Empire. That being said, like, for the people who made the choice to be in the Empire, like, you made the choice to be in the Empire, but maybe there's a little bit more to it than that. And like I said, I know there's a lot of instances where like they just straight up like took people to be stormtroopers anyway. I don't know about like the higher ranks and everything. But yeah, so that was a real eye-opener, you guys. I knew it was going to be like they have to work together, but I didn't think there would be like an actual like exchange of respect at the end. With him like handing him the weapon and everything, and just there was a lot when he first gets up there and he's pointing the gun. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. Like, that's how I figured it would end, you know. No, wow, I gotta say that was impressive, and that really goes to show just how complex things can be in a war. And we saw that a little bit in Clone Wars too, that like we finally got to this part where like, hey, the Separatists weren't all like really bad. They're being led in a way that was bad, but like some of them actually had some, you know, somewhat decent ideas about, and maybe like there are people who signed up with the Empire thinking like they really were going to bring peace and security, you know, even though like we, the audience, we can watch it and be like, oh my god. But so anyway, guys, that was a great episode. I really enjoyed that. It was great to get to see a lot of Zeb. Zeb episodes, always good. And also just to get to know Kallus in a way that I never, ever thought that we would. So definitely gives a lot to think about, right? I feel like the show is all about kind of like the individual struggle within the collective struggle of like the rebellion, and I think what we saw was like a little bit of the individual side of the Empire. So really good stuff, you guys. Great episode. Once again, they just pulled out another great one. I guess I shouldn't be surprised at this point. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today, and please be sure to join me next time for more fun goodness. Who knows what they're going to throw at us. Please join me then. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.